I didn't even want to waste no time. I really wanted to come in here and bring all the excitement, all the hype that I could possibly do. This one right here is very special to me. It has an origin story, and we're gonna get to that. But right now, I'm very hyped and humbled at the same time because I have a brother here that's been working real hard, been extremely working real hard. And for somebody that's puts in work, I see similarities in our craft. We both bring excitement. We both bring our own type of comedy. We both have our own little twist. But the one thing that's relative with me and him is that we orchestrate the street level, the C level. And what I mean by C level, the SEE level. This guy here is made. This guy here did it his way. This guy here crafts his own look, and he sponsors himself. This guy here is a good friend of mine, one that reached out to me after Mixer went down on me. He reached out to me from the kindness of his heart and told me where to pick up at and keep going. You need brothers like that in this community. We need each other. And this one, y'all, we doing for y'all. So I'm going all in. There is nobody that can walk in this dude's footsteps. He is the Black Panther of the Xbox community. Y'all know who he is. The one, the only, Dirt Giggity in the building.
Yo, thanks for that intro, man. That shit was fire, bro. What's happening with you, man? Thanks for having me here, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. I'm over here been playing some baseball, man. I've been, down at the Rangers Stadium, man, throwing some pitches.
Hey, I'm feeling that hat, bro.
Oh, man. I met some Sony execs, man, and they gave me this hat. I was down there, as a matter of fact. They was like, I told them I was an Xbox fan. They said, hey, we got something special for you. And I was like, what is it? They gave me this, man. They gave me this. No, I'm just lying. I got this from the one and only Jackie Robinson edition.
Nice.
Xbox, don't get it confused. It's Xbox now. MLB The Show on Xbox. Just something, something to add on to the good news tonight.
There you go.
But we finna have some fun tonight, Dirt. You ready to have some fun tonight?
Let's do it, brother.
Is.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys and girls, I want to say thank y'all for supporting him and supporting me. I also want to say that he's just the beginning role of something good that I'm aiming to do and to leave an imprint for all those who feel like they don't have a chance or their voices can't be heard or people don't see them based off of followers or based off of popularity or based off of your YouTube channel being small. I'm going to show you that none of that stuff matters soon. Stay within yourself. Be true to your own craft. The most important thing is when you're trying to do something like this is to find your own lane, stick to it, but most importantly, believe in yourself. Because if you're trying to follow somebody else's footsteps, you're not going to be happy. You're going to start tricking yourself. Then you're going to get out of character and start doing all this silly willy stuff. Stay true to yourself and do your own lane. That's why I deal with my man Teknoblast. That's why I deal with my man Dirt Giggity. That's why I deal with all the people that I deal with, because they stay in their own lane and they do what they do. Dirt, it's been another good week, man. And I know you heard some of the news today.
Absolutely, bro.
Dirk, I got this beautiful golden invisible microphone. I know I passed it to you already. So I'm gonna let you introduce this bomb, man. There's a bomb out there that needs to be said, Dirt, and I think that you do the proper justice on it, man. Oh, Dirt, your mic went out.
I'm sorry.
There you go. Oh, it's on mute.
Yeah, man, my bad, man. They start making some noise upstairs. Hey, can you hear the background noise?
Nah, and don't even worry about that, fam.
Okay, because they start making some noise upstairs. The fam, bro.
My man Dirt is really in the basement.
Yeah, I'm in the basement, man. partially finished basement, but that's a work in progress, you know, like everything else, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, you know what you just said is absolute facts, man. Because when you do, okay, first off, when I found this community after like about 3 or 4 years, I said, man, I should start my own channel, right? Start my own channel. And like you said, you have to know who you are. You can't be anybody else. Be who you are, right?
Be who you are, fam.
You know what I'm saying? I know my limitations. You know, Emmanuel, what's up, bro? What's happening? That's my boy, man. That's the homie right there.
That's family. My man, real tall dog, man. That's family. I got Nene28 in the building. Jerry Petty. Appreciate you. JyzalRec one. All the people, Teknoblast in the building. Thank y'all. Yeah. Keep doing, Dirt.
No, so what you were saying was absolute facts, man. You know, you can't be somebody else trying to get to where they're at. You have to make your own path, man. And that's absolute facts. When I first started my channel, man, I remember having 4 subs, and I was one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, my other account, I was one of them, but I kept grinding. I kept doing what I had to do, man. You know, you have to be consistent, and you keep on speaking. People going to listen to you eventually, right? And even though my channel was still small, I had growth over the last few years, man. And it's a great thing, man. And it's a great thing. So like you said, bro, you have to be who you are. I can't be other people. You know, I might not speak as well as this guy. I am who I am, right? Right? I am who I am. Hey, Rodimus, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? So that's the truth, man. That's the truth. That's just how it is. So, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm just telling the truth, man. That's how I feel.
You're telling the truth, Dirt. You know, and you've been in it for a little bit, and your grind is paying off because you know why, Dirt? There's this old saying, and it's a universal law, and nothing can escape this universal law. It's called you reap what you sow.
Right.
And as long as you work, as long as you're working towards something, it cannot produce. It's going to produce. You know, it has no choice but to produce. It's when you stop working, it's when you stop believing and stop doing, then you're going to reap that.
Absolutely. And
it just takes time. A lot of this stuff, you know, a lot of this stuff is easy to me because I was already doing it before social media. I was already doing this stuff.
Yep.
The social media don't mean nothing to me. It really doesn't. What matters to me is being able to interact with the community. This is why I was at Clutch Win. This is why I was over at Mixer. This is why I was over at Twitch. And I didn't even, it was just, hey man, what's going on? I just like interacting, man, because I'm that arcade kid, man. I used to love Friday nights, Saturday mornings at the arcade, man. Ripping it with my classmates, just going down there and staying down there until about 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, man, and then racing to get back home before the street lights came on, you know? Those were the good days, man. And we talked about everything. And then when we got our console, man, we took it to school and we talked about the game on our, you know what I'm saying, man? It was beautiful. We didn't have none of this. So people saw you. You know, you were sea level. They knew if you was faking it. They knew if you was real. There wasn't no hide behind on screen, acting all tough, saying stupid stuff on a constant basis. There wasn't none of that, man.
Right.
So I don't see why people like us would change for the simple fact of being on a computer.
Right.
that doesn't fly in our community, man. We didn't come from that, you know? So when I see you and I see you being who you are and you comfortable in your skin and what you do is genuine, that feels good, man, because we need brothers, more brothers in the game. This is about trying to edify. You know what I'm saying? We got 100 that's been doing this for a long time.
Right.
We know those brothers that were doing it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But me and you coming up in here showing that we see each other is a good thing because those guys paved the way.
Right. Absolutely, man.
You see what I'm saying? Those guys paved the way. So we don't come in here just acting like they don't exist or, we don't know them. Or, you know, everybody, they look, this is what cracks me up, right, Dirt? Everybody wants to talk about somebody, right? But the wisecracks who are really wisecracks, they embrace them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're embracing the real wisecracks, but yet you hate this dude over here, why do you think we take you serious?
Exactly, man. Man, I don't hate on nobody. That serious. Nah, man. Like, bro, like you said, bro, I'm gonna tell you. I know I told this story on my channel dozens of times, but when I found this community, the first person I found was Next Gen 720 back when he was on the Xbox side, right? I was like, cool, actually a positive Xbox guy, which he was back then.
Yeah.
I said, yo, I'm sorry, Z, cool. Then you see guys like Kid Smooth, Mr. 100, all of these brothers that at the time it was kind of difficult being an Xbox guy in this community. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was difficult, bro. Right. I don't know if y'all was around back then, but it was difficult being Team Xbox in
2013, 2014 years. Bruh, it was rough. He's right. He's not lying.
It was rough. It was rough. I mean, in this gaming community that we're in, it was rough. If you said you like Xbox, they bash you, bro. Your channel got a lot of dislikes strictly because you said you liked Xbox. But, you know, those brothers, I always give those brothers credits because they've been doing it. They're still doing their thing now, you know. And like you said, man, those guys paved the way for us.
It's like, it's a good competition, right? It's like, since it's about, with me, it goes further than social media. Mm-hmm. So what basically Dirt is saying is we give props, but that's where it stops. We got our own thing going as well. Mm-hmm. And we feel like we could put an imprint and leave our own imprint in here as well. We don't have to coattail anybody. Mm-hmm. I'm sure not. But at the same time, I'm not going to build my platform dissing people. All right. That's just not me, bro. I don't get into that. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I'm not going to be dissing my own brother. You can be stupid or you can be knowledgeable all you want to. I can give respect because I feel like you give respect to get respect, to gain respect. But at the same time, I don't have to every day shout your name out, you know, for anybody to think that, hey, I like you or co-sign, because who am I? Mm-hmm. You're just a human being just like I am. Right. This stuff is just YouTube. This stuff is just content creativity. It's about being creative.
That's it.
That's anybody can do this. Anybody can get in here. And you don't have to have a supercomputer to do it.
No, you don't.
Look at me.
My computer's trash.
StreamYard as my logo.
Yeah.
If you're worried about that, then you're missing the whole special thing about this.
Facts, bro. Absolute facts.
Losing it over this stuff, man.
Absolute facts.
Losing it over this.
Yep.
This stuff doesn't cost nothing. I remember when this stuff cost 2 dimes and a nickel before they even converted it over to a quarter. The reason they converted it over to quarter because the nickel and the dimes will start coming out of the gaming the arcade machines. Mm-hmm. They would get too full and they start falling out.
Yeah,
they were light, so they just said, you know what? Let's make it into a quarter.
Yeah,
because it was easy to snatch up 2 dimes and a nickel back in the day. It got harder trying to get them quarters from your parents.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
And spending $1 in an arcade, $1. That was a big deal, bro.
Bro, that was the days, man.
Facts.
It's the days, man.
Those were the days. Now that we got our roots out of the way, Dirt, it's time to have some fun, fam. The reason why I even asked you to come up on here today.
Let's do it, bro.
We're about to do it, y'all. Yo, let me do this right, Dirt. Let me do this right. You know, today is funny because I'm starting to see something different when it comes to Microsoft. I'm starting to see a boldness that I've not seen in a long time. Mm. What's so beautiful about what happened today was Sony thought, and I keep saying this, and this is, look, I don't even know if this is a knock at their base or a knock at their leadership. But I can't be fake now and say I never said this or I don't say this. But Sony and their cheerleaders play their base like they're stupid. And I'm just waiting on the day that Sony fans wake up to this because you're really not getting your respect. Microsoft respects us. They don't talk to us like Sony does. They don't do that hype stuff and it's really a smoke and mirror. And I'm gonna say this. Notice how I kept saying, Why is it that Microsoft doesn't need no cheerleader, and why do they not have one? Because when you're the captain of the ship, you don't need a co-pilot. When you see what I'm saying? When you're the man steering that ship, there's no four hands on that bad boy. 2 or 1. And they coming from one body. That's it. Microsoft knows how to steer this big thing called Azure.
Yeah.
They're steering it. And that's the one thing that people need to understand, that Azure is the big boy. It ain't about consoles. Get consoles out your head. What's happening is Azure. Gaming is about to explode and go universal and go all over the place because of Azure. Not because of consoles. But what does Sony do? They come out today with their top brand hype man, Flavor Flav, Jeff Keighley. And look, I don't have nothing against the guy. I'm not a fan of him. I don't care about him. I've checked his I know how he's acted in the past. And to me, it's silly. To me, I don't understand how people with that much openness within the industry can be that clownish. Like, take it for granted like that. Like, it's a lot of them, and I feel like they should be teachers. They should carry themselves in a way, being honest and have some integrity about the gaming culture. But the thing is, they got caught up into this media dirt, and they feel like they got to be a certain way because that's what gives them the views, gives them the clicks. So, of course, the cheerleader pops his head up today. And I got you, Astle, because you street. And I called people out that I didn't get. I'm not going to take credit for this. So I got you, Astle. You did this service. So he comes out, incredible PlayStation facts and company earnings, right? And here he is typing up 7.8 million PlayStation sold. Of course, they're going back to that console sale because they want to trick us. See, we've been smiling so much about playing our games and everything that now they need to put that sales to make Xbox people or Nintendo people feel like, oh, you're still playing on that console that nobody buys in the world. That's that mindset, right? 47.6 million PlayStation Plus subscribers, 338 million games sold. Now watch this. For PlayStation 4/PlayStation 5. Now, why would they even be bringing up PlayStation 4?
Hell, damn.
Next generation.
Yeah. But I still think that PS4 is a part of their future, at least for like a few more years.
Now, Dirt, I agree with you, but I'm gonna ask that question again. Why are they bringing up that PlayStation 4? Dirt's right. So PlayStation 5, is it going to make sense singling it out? Now, watch this. You don't hear us talking about Xbox One anymore.
Right.
Matter of fact, we don't even want to talk about it. We're next gen. We're not trying to combine and say this and say that because we don't have to. And no, Game Pass started last gen.
Yeah, it did. 2017 to be exact. Yeah.
Game Pass got scrutinized. Game Pass was told it wasn't going to make it. 24.4 billion in gaming revenue than past year. Now they want to put the billion. They want to talk billions now, right? 24.4 billion in revenue, right? Global box office, 11.5 billion global box office. We're talking about gaming. Who cares about the movie aspect? Right? Many theaters, even though many theaters are closed, they just want to emphasize on that. Now, it's funny that the cheerleader came out. Now, Sony, you took 2 smacks today. It was hilarious. After you sent your cheerleader out to confuse your base again, so your base will get rattled and immediately come right up on Twitter and start dissing, start poking fun.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we understand it. It's okay, you know. It's what we do. It's part of the culture. But the problem is this: y'all do it blindly, and Sony knows that. So it took somebody like Astral, right, in the gaming streets. You gotta love it. You gotta love the Xbox gaming streets, right? We just look up stuff. We find what you don't want to find, right? And man, oh man, the name that they never like to hear, Dirt, pops their head up again. the one and only Bloomberg comes out of nowhere.
Right.
Oh, great Bloomberg. They hate that. You know what, Bloomberg, you don't watch it, you're going to be the most hated in the Sony community.
Right.
So Bloomberg comes up, and Dirt, this is hilarious, bro. I don't know. I don't know if you know.
Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Okay. Sony plans 1.8 billion buyback as profit misses estimates. Dirt, I don't even know what else to say, bro. I can't even say big bank takes little bank. Little bank can't even take care of itself. Speak, brother.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, I saw that. I didn't read the article. I was just reading some things that people were saying. So are they saying, was it like a mixture of things, like the PS5 is losing money? Is that the same article that you're talking about?
I can pull it up. We can do it.
Yeah, let's talk about it, because I didn't read the whole article.
It did. I got you. Let me. We'll read it out. No doubt. Let's see here.
Yeah, because I was hearing some things about that. You know how PS5 is losing money. A lot of different things came out today, and you know they were talking about their numbers, of course. You know, a bunch of different stuff, man. Bunch of different stuff.
I'm gonna get to it. Keep going. Keep talking.
Yeah,
I got you. I got your back.
But as far as the numbers, you know, that's what they do. The fanboys, they go around with that because, you know, PlayStation is selling. But that's how the game goes. That's how they do it. That's their ammo, right? That's their ammo, because Xbox last generation, they decided that we don't want to give our numbers out like that anymore. It's about user engagement. It's not about console sold. Hell, Yoshida even said that it's not about the console sold anymore. It's about user engagement. And as you see, Xbox is doing extremely well. You know, PlayStation is doing well also. But at the end of the day, for all of the console sales that the PlayStation have over Xbox, they're supposed to be dominating Xbox a little bit more, don't you think?
That's right. You know, it doesn't make sense to sell that many consoles and yet you have no momentum. That's what I keep telling people, like, there's no momentum. And soon your exclusive talk is about to get destroyed this year. Like, I'm not even letting them breathe. The exasperation is going to start this year. When Xbox starts dropping them jewels, it's not going to stop after that. I'm trying to tell people it's just going to keep bombing because they set this thing up like this. They want to give us like 3 AAAs and 4 AAs a year. You're looking at 7 to 8 games, possible 12, including the indies. You're looking at 12 games a year all the time.
And it's going to keep on going, It's
going to keep on going. Now, Dirt, they laughing at us right now. Let them think that we don't know what we're talking about, because they should know better by now with legal. You should know better by now. I ain't going to just say stuff to just be saying it. I'm not saying stuff to just be saying it. So if you think me and Dirt playing with you right now, go ahead and get your laughs in. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to prove us wrong. You have no option but to sit back and wait and see if we're going to be right. And I'm telling you right now, we're going to be right. And also, you're going to have games all over the place. The xCloud, you've seen it right now. Pretty soon, you're going to be looking at people. They're going to have their handhelds in their phones and stuff in their hands, and they're going to be looking down at it. They're not going to be texting anymore. They're going to be socializing and gaming.
Absolutely.
This is a threat. This is a change. And if you think it's bad, it's not. Because when you're gaming, you're alert. Your hand and eye coordination is being used. Something,
bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, Coach, y'all, but what you just said, you said Azure is the game changer, not the consoles. Not the consoles.
Azure is the game changer.
That's the game changer, because look, man, consoles are still here right now, right?
Right.
We don't know what the hell is going to be going on 10, 15 years from now.
Facts.
But we all know how Japan, they don't really rock out with consoles like they used to.
Double facts.
They love the mobile stuff. And everybody, just look around you. everybody has their phone in their hand. It's all about mobile now. So what Xbox is doing, they still have the consoles, obviously. And I believe they'll have another Xbox in about 7 to 8 years.
Right.
But they're getting ready for the future.
Right.
They're getting ready for the future. I know some people don't want to hear that, but some things are just inevitable. And some things you got to deal with. And Xbox is, they're just getting ready for it. Don't be surprised you see xCloud on TV soon. Everywhere.
I'm glad you said that. Mm-hmm. They think we're playing. Dirt, you know what, man? I remember when I put out the Tencent, right? Mm-hmm. People start saying, "Oh, it's already out. It's on PC." Not talking about PC.
Right.
They ain't going to China to talk about PC.
Right.
I can't stand when people think that I'm going to be late on what I'm saying. I'm not late. I'm early. I'm giving you something to foresee. I'm not ever present. Present is not fun to me. I like to shake it up a little bit. I like to give you something that's going to be happening 3-4 months down the road, or maybe a year down the road, because I want you to doubt. I want you to use your brains. If you've been paying attention to China, you would know darn well it ain't about PCs. It's not. It's about mobility and services.
Right.
That's what China is about. China makes the most high-tech TVs in the world. It's not Samsung and LG. They're just popular. Samsung is just catching up to Chinese technology. As a matter of fact, if you wasn't reading last year, they sold their tech and put it to China. So the China engineers will work on their tech. These are facts. Microsoft is getting ready to bring their network to China. China is what? The second largest gaming market in the world. The United States is the #1 gaming market in the world. You put those two together, who cares what Japan is doing?
Right.
Who cares what the UK is doing? Those markets are nowhere. And if you really do your research, then you'll really see why IGN and them have always kept us in Japan. But you notice, I'm glad you mentioned Japan. Notice today, IGN has nothing to say about Japan no more.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because Sony cooned themselves out of their own country. This ain't me saying it. That's their own saying it.
Yeah.
And they really wasn't a fan of the PlayStation 4. See, there's been good old Xbox fans out here that were able to tell the truth and say, Sony didn't sell PlayStation 4. The gaming media did. They're exactly right.
Yeah.
They got y'all all in the dark, and it's sad because when all this smacks y'all in y'all's faces, y'all are going to be frustrated. They don't really understand y'all level of stupidity like we do. Y'all on another level of stupidity that we are really concerned about y'all in the future, because I don't want y'all losing y'all's minds and going ballistic over console. But you guys are, because we already saw how y'all acted with Bethesda deal. Y'all lost it. I mean, y'all went into super depressions over that. Super depressions. Hey, we couldn't even figure y'all out. It was scary. We wanted to check in on y'all. Is everything okay?
Hey, that was a fun day, though, brother.
It sure was, bro.
Seeing those meltdowns. And all of a sudden. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying. And they had the nerve, right, to say, and look, Dirt, it wasn't just the streets. We had known YouTubers that had been in the gaming community for far too long to sound that stupid. They ridiculed Microsoft off of that.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, bro, all of a sudden, Bethesda games were trash, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, their games were buggy.
What?
Man, because Xbox, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, bro. Sony or Nintendo has ever had to face an Xbox with Microsoft fully behind them. Microsoft has never been fully behind Xbox like they are now.
Right.
With the original Xbox, they was like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's do it. Whatever. Xbox 360, yeah, they okay. Yeah, Let's do it. Damn, we got to spend $1 billion. Okay, let's do it. Now you can see exactly what they're doing. When Phil Spencer got that promotion in 2017, man, this is an Xbox with Microsoft, one of the top 3 most richest companies in the world. It's fully behind them. After that Bethesda thing, bro, that's not it. They're getting some other stuff. Maybe some more studios, maybe another publisher. Some more third-party deals and Game Pass day and date. So this is an aggressive Microsoft. This is a Microsoft that's just doing everything they can for Xbox. And Sony and Nintendo has never had to deal with that before. Flat out.
I don't think that could have been said any better, man. And to add to what you're saying, Satya Nadella, right?
Yep.
Am I saying, if I'm saying his name right?
Satya.
Yes, Satya Nadella.
Yeah.
Nadella. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know if people really understand this guy's genius. Mm-hmm. But this guy is Azure. That's what he does.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's the server. He's the mad scientist in Microsoft. Mm-hmm. This dude is not a gamer. Let's get that right. He's not a gamer. He's throwing computers in the oceans. He's sending computers into space. He's part of the cybernet safety program for the United States of America. So America's intelligence agencies and things. What is it? The central intels don't get hacked and information that could cause us to lose our safety in our country. He's a part of that type stuff. This guy's genius is on another level. Now watch. Now I'm glad that you said something. Here's Phil Spencer, man, a gamer.
A gamer.
Xbox didn't have a direction. Don Matrick was sinking it. And it goes back to what you were saying, because a lot of people don't understand this, right? They don't understand that the people who was representing Xbox within Microsoft were not console fans. See, I'm gonna do Dirt justice right now. He's so right. I'm going a little bit step further than him.
Okay.
They were not console fans. So in their hearts, Dirt, they wasn't really, the community didn't shake them up like that. Because they were Windows. Everybody up until Seamless Blackley. Mm-hmm. Seamless Blackley came in there. He was the console guy. Hell, I'm having this vision, man. We can get in this console space and battle it out with Nintendo and Sony, but especially Sony. He had a thing about Sony, man. Mm-hmm. They're too brash. They're too arrogant. And we're going to come in here and give them some competition. They looked at that dude. Now, this is within Microsoft. Mm-hmm. We're not talking about outside companies. We're talking about in-house. They were giving this dude hell.
Yeah, they was.
Console dude.
Yep.
So this stuff about, I want to touch on this stuff about fanboyism and all of that, that's why I don't pay it no attention, Dirt, because it's a cop-out. It's an easy way out. And this is Rocky IV. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcuts home. Right. You're either going to box it out and see you next generation, or stop crying, get out of the kitchen. We're not promoting toxicity. Right. We're not promoting throwing threats at people. You don't see me and Dirt doing that. No. But what we do, we stand on our own intelligence and we spit our facts from where we see it. And you don't see us bother nobody on their channels or on their tweets. We don't jump over there and tell them, "Oh, you stupid for believing in that." Right. We just want to keep throwing what we throw, because if you believe and you know what you're throwing is true, it's going to come out, right? Yep. Seamless Blackley had that same thought process. He believed in it. And look, it took Peter Moore to talk for him. Mm-hmm. Think about it. He went up in there. It was what? Balmer? No, it was Gates.
At the time, it was Gates at that time.
It was Gates, man. It was Gates. Gates, you know how Gates is. Each boss or CEO has a personality. Mm-hmm. And if you know anything about Bill Gates, he has a risky personality. So he likes when somebody steps out because that's what he did. He likes when somebody's daring and just steps out. So when Seamless finally went to him with it, after being made fun of by these window dudes, Bill Gates was like, he's a rebel like I was. Yeah, let's do it.
To do it. Yeah.
That's why you didn't see nobody represent Xbox out of Microsoft other than Bill Gates.
Right.
Bill Gates had to go out there and get the rock. He had to understand, hey, it's a 2K console. We need to attack the teenagers and up, at least the college kids and stuff. So because we're thinking about look what he was. He was Mr. Xbox Live.
Yep.
He was already thinking lands. He was like, we're gonna get him in the college and let the college kids bring out Xbox. So when he got the rock, WWF was big time.
Huge.
It was huge. He went to MTV. At that time, MTV was big time.
Huge.
And he let those two things sell the Xbox.
Yep. Those
two things. And you know what's funny? Next generation, Xbox goes through the same clowns. Right? Here we get Don Matrick. Where he's from, Dirt? Windows. The PC.
No. Actually, Don Matrick, some people might not remember Don Matrick was working for EA.
Talk about it.
Hold on. So the story that Seamus Blackley actually said, when Xbox, before Xbox was starting, when they was in the process of building the original Xbox, he went to Don Matrick, who was at EA. Don Matrick was like, that ain't gonna work.
Bam.
So Don Matrick,
you gotta see the irony. You see the irony?
Yeah, right. He was like, that ain't gonna work. So Seamus Blackley was like, all right. So, like you said, they eventually approved it, obviously, and they still wasn't that happy with the original Xbox because it was losing them a lot of money.
Right, but it was they knew that because they knew they had to get in.
They knew they had to get in.
On top of Dirt, people didn't even want them in.
No, bro. But let me tell you a quick story.
Take your time.
During these time, about 2000, 2000, PlayStation 2, I was a PS2 guy, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember hearing Microsoft about to bring out a console. Man, don't nobody want that shit. I remember thinking that, right? Mm-hmm. I was in my early 20s. So I know nobody want no damn Microsoft console. Mm-hmm. So when it dropped, I wasn't interested. Then my friend, my coworker, still my boy to this day. He had got it. He's like, Dirt, hey, bro, this Halo, it's fun. I said, man, all right. I went over his crib. We played Halo, 4-player split screen. We played me, him, and a couple of his nephews or something like that. That was fun, bro. That was fun. Then I noticed the hard drive, how you can put CDs, music CDs in there and rip it to the hard drive. And I was like, hey, this Xbox, all right.
Right.
Then I eventually got me one, and then it just blew me away. And that time is when I became an Xbox fan, seriously. But so I went left for a second, but let me go back to what I was saying.
No, man, take your time, Dirt.
Talk
about it.
Yeah, so Don Matrick, like I said, he told, yeah, man, that's never going to work. So Seamus Blackley went back to Bill Gates, and they approved it. And they had to take on a behemoth at that time, which was the PS2. We all know the PS2 was selling like crazy, but they still made some noise, especially when Halo 2 came out, bro. Halo 2 came out. Oh my God. Halo 2 came out, changed the game.
Pause real quick. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna let you finish. Look at what Dirt just said. Dirt, I don't think they catching on to what you just said. Look, if you was a teenager or around 12-ish, 11-ish, you felt this movement. If you was a little bit younger than that, it probably didn't resonate that well.
Right.
But when you said Halo 2, and I want everybody in this Xbox chat room to understand this one, feel this. Listen to what Dirt said, and I'm going to give it right back to you, Dirt. PlayStation 2 was selling like hotcakes.
It was a beast.
It was an epidemic in the streets.
It was a beast, bro.
Right. It was David Chappelle, the crackhead. Everybody wanted that right, itching for that PlayStation 2.
It was a beast.
When Halo 2 came out, the world went bananas. I remember the release that the world went bananas. Just the reason why I wanted to say that, you're gonna get that reaction again. It's coming. And I'm telling y'all right now, Halo 2 sold because it had nothing to do with console sales.
Right.
It had everything to do with community. What's going to happen is, for everybody who failed to realize how powerful community is, Xbox is about to wake you back up into that. Continue.
Facts. Hey, bro, Halo 2 broke records. I believe it broke some type of entertainment record. It made, don't quote me on this, did it make something like $300 million in 24 hours or something like that?
And it sold over 1 to 2 million that night, that day.
It was
released
crazy.
that night. It hit 1 million that night, and then it went on in and did another 1 million.
And remember, this is 2004, and that kind of stuff didn't happen that often back then. Now, this was on the original Xbox, which was the console that Microsoft made that people didn't want. And Halo put a stamp on the industry like that, right? And Xbox just, I'm telling you, bro, like when I say I've always been a gamer. I was a Sega guy, hardcore Sega guy. I was never a big Nintendo guy, but I respect them. Xbox just, I was like, damn, this is the shit I like right here.
Right.
And to this day, the same way. And then, like with the Xbox 360, we know how great that console was, even with its faults, even with the red ring stuff.
Right. Even with its faults.
So people still love the Xbox 360, man. So Don Matrick got hired. See, this is what people don't realize. When I hear people say, bring Don Matrick back, I say, what? Bro, Don Matrick got hired in 2007. Right? If you guys remember all of those great games Xbox had, from the Gears of Wars to the Mass Effect, the BioShock, Halo 3, all of those games, BioShock, Halo 3, Mass Effect, those games came out in 2007. Don Matrick had nothing to do with those games.
Speak on it.
Peter Moore was the man before Don Matrick. He made all of those deals. And Xbox, just when Don Matrick got in there, they went down. You know why? The Kinect, which is the worst thing that happened to them, was the first Kinect being a success. When that shit came out, listen, I liked it, to be honest with you. Me and my family, they enjoyed it. I got all girls. They was playing hell out there in Central. But then they stopped investing in big AAA games besides Halo, Gears, and Forza. And Don Matrick was the reason that was. They canceled big AAA games. They made rare damn like we should call them things, the like Connect Sports. And Xbox really went downhill with him. The beginning of the Xbox One generation, you know, I don't know, like some people say, no, honestly, I was there. I was in this community when it happened. It wasn't good, right? But to see what Phil Spencer had to do to convince Satya and Nadella that, yo, we need to invest in Xbox, because they said Xbox was about to be out of here, bro. There's articles about it.
This guy right here, you killing it. That was our moment when the leaders of Xbox did us like Sony's been doing their base. They just thought we would be happy with Halo, Gears, and Forza. No matter what else happens, as long as we just give them that, they'll go out here and buy an Xbox. See, that's because the ones who were leading for Xbox were not gamers.
They were not gamers.
Steve Ballmer's not a gamer. He's a businessman.
Yep.
Don Matrick is not a gamer. He's a manager of game development. The other guys, they represented Windows. Bill Gates is a CEO. Satya is a CEO. Let's put respect on him. He's a CEO. He's not a gamer.
Absolutely.
When this is what Dirt's trying to make people understand. It for the first time. See, this is why you're catching this explosion, because it happened about 3/4 into the life cycle of Xbox. 3/4 in. We're talking 14 years before we finally get a head that's a gamer.
Yep.
When Phil Spencer took over Xbox, they finally put a gamer in the console space.
Yep.
And told him to lead it.
Told him lead it.
That's really real birth of Xbox.
Right, because bro,
what I'm saying, it starts in 2014.
It started
people
then.
don't understand this.
And bro, he had to convince them to keep Xbox around.
He had to. He finally admitted this.
Oh yeah, he admitted
this
yes.
like last year. Yup.
And he had to convince them to keep Xbox around, and then Terry Myerson was doing his thing and wouldn't approve certain stuff.
Right.
And Phil's like, look, man, we either gonna be all the way in or we're not.
That's right.
They were saying Terry Myerson, listen, bro, I heard this from somebody that knows some people at Xbox. He said everything they would try to get Microsoft to approve. Yo, can we get this marketing deal? Can we get this deal? Excuse me, this deal.
He was A1. He was.
That's like, can we get a budget for this game, for that game? Nope.
Right.
So Phil said, yo, either we gonna do this or we're not. And in 2017, when they finally promoted Phil Spencer, notice the timing. When they promoted Phil Spencer in, I believe it was September of 2017, 2 months before the Xbox One X came out, you started to see things. Then you go to next year, 2018, E3. Damn, they got Ninja Theory, Playground Games, Undead Labs. They're building the initiative. They got Compulsion Games. And then later in 2018, damn, they got Obsidian, In Exile. Damn, Xbox is actually buying studios, right?
At the same time, resurrecting Rare.
Right.
Right now.
Right. You know, I mean, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a fan of Sea of Thieves, but look at the game now.
Look at it.
It's killing it.
It can't stop. It can't stop succeeding. It's like it's almost in a Minecraft Fortnite phase.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Just it's killing it.
It's killing it. So at the end of the day, man, what we're seeing now is what Phil Spencer is doing, his blueprint, right? Now, the unfortunate part is we still got to wait a little bit longer, a few more months for the games to start rolling out. Because like you said, when the fall hits, when Halo hits, we're hearing Starfield probably hit this year, Forza Horizon 5, all of those third-party exclusives.
Yep.
Next year roll around, we're hearing maybe Hellblade 2, Avowed. You know, then you're going to get every year a consistent. Shout out to my boy Pong So, because I love what he said when he said avalanche of games. I use it all the time. There's going to be an avalanche of games for the Xbox brand. Like you said, bro, just imagine this, right? These games come out every year. All of these studios dropping these games. And then guess what? Say like, I don't know, Gear 6 comes out 2022 next year, right? Bam, Gear 6 come out. Then, all these other games come out 2023. We got Fable and all these other games. Then a few years ago around, guess who's coming back around? Gears, like the Coalition with their next game. 343 with their next game. Like Ninja Theory with their next game.
They think we're playing. Speak on it, Dirt, because they think we're playing.
It's going to be consistent games.
What's going to happen?
Consistent game. And legal, something that I think is underrated. I say this on my podcast all the time. When you have this many studios, you have 23 studios at the moment with over 30-something teams working on games.
300 plus employees.
Right. I heard developers say the most important thing with developing games is obviously budget first, talent, and time. When you have this many studios building games, you're not going to drop 20 games a year, right? No, you're not going to do that. So what you're going to have is these studios having time to build quality games. Right. Time is important, and they're going to have time to build quality games. And Xbox will start to have those Game of the Year nominees. You know what I'm saying? They will start to have those things. So the future is bright, man. And I'm excited as a gamer, as an Xbox gamer. This is real stuff, bro.
What happens when Xbox game? Now listen. Okay. I'm gonna finish this before we get into that because man, no, really. We're going back to Bloomberg real quick.
Yep.
Sony Group Corp said it will buy back up to 200 billion yen. See, it sounds a lot until this is a lesson. 200 billion yen sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
Until you convert it to the US dollar.
Right.
Once that happens, it's equivalent to just $1.8 billion. Okay, US dollars. That's what they make because they're no longer in Japan.
Yeah.
Their headquarters in the US. So, but their money, but you got to understand how governments work. They're like, hey, we don't care that you're sitting on our land. We know where you're from. Your money is still Japanese money. So you still make money out here. So when it comes to us, we're going to flip that bad boy because America's got to make money. It's a pimping situation out here, right? So Sony Group Corp said it will buy back up to 200 billion yen, which is equivalent to $1.8 billion of its own shares. Its own shares, Dirt, after reporting quarterly profit below expectations.
Below
I don't know if you can paint a worse picture, right? When you are putting your own stash into to fill up your own bank. I don't think we have to explain. You know what? We're not talking about that no more. Done. Don't even mention. I don't even have to mention big bank, little bank. I'm not going to talk about it for the rest of this year, because when a company starts putting their money into their own bank, there's nothing really else to be said. We don't want to hear about, oh, look what Sony's doing. This was why it looked so stupid today. Because when they brought their cheerleader out, he's talking to their base like they're dumb, like I've been saying for years. But when those facts came out, it showed a different aspect. It showed the reality of Sony. You're wondering why Sony has been able to having to close down their stuff, shut down their studios, shut down their electronic stores worldwide. This is all about getting all their money, getting as much as they can to get ready to start band-aiding themselves through this generation. The sad part is this band-aid ain't gonna help them this generation. I know y'all think that's fanboyism. I know you think, oh, look at them, they just the Xbox guys and they're hating on PlayStation. Keep thinking that stuff. I don't care if you think I'm that. I'm telling you what's going to happen and what the reality is. Your games are going on PC, whether you like it or not, because you guys and girls don't support your services. We see you trying now, just like when the report came out with PlayStation Network being 800,000 subscribers on it. Y'all didn't even have 1 million on there. As soon as the report come out, now y'all want to start buying it, getting it over 1 million, getting it up to 2 million. Y'all some funny clowns. Then PlayStation Plus couldn't even get over 30 million. Y'all struggle with that. When you get up to 30, it kick it back down to 26. Remember that? They would drop back down, get up to 28, drop back down. So now you finally got a steamroll because it's been exposed. Now y'all at 46, 47, and we clap for you. Been out since what, 2010, 2013-ish, around those years. What the reason why Sony had to do what they had to do today is because, man, they knew that today report it. You know what? It was report card day.
Yeah.
The trimester, or when you was in school, the 6-week progress report was coming. Dirt. They knew, let us come out the gate first swinging. Notice how Sony ain't been saying anything.
Yeah.
This was their moment. Well, let's swing and swing hard. But what was funny was right when they did it, Bloomberg comes out. Boom. Right. Then after Bloomberg, Microsoft comes out. And when Microsoft gave out their report,
right.
If you're a hater to Xbox, I used to say this is going to be a long year for you. But today, while Dirt Giggity is in my presence, I changed that. And I'm going to say it's going to be a long 10 years for you. Because Microsoft has a 40-year plan, and that's a global 40-year plan. It has a 10-year plan with Xbox. They're not playing around. There's not going to be no more waiting, because I'm glad you brought that up about Phil Spencer. I want to hammer the fact that the start of Xbox, the true start of Xbox, did not start until 2014 when Phil Spencer became the head of Xbox. Mm-hmm. Remember what he told us? I'm going to do everything I can. He says, but first, I have to build what? The brand back. Building the brand back, I got to build the trust back. Because what did Phil Spencer say? I know, because we saw the numbers. We saw our community leave. They left us.
They left.
He said it.
They left, bro.
I have to bring them back, get them back, or win as many back as I can, right? Mm-hmm. But also, I have to listen to those who stay here. See, the ones who stay here, we're going to have to value them, because if they don't stay here, Xbox went under. So to everybody out there who stay true to Xbox, I double salute you, right? Mm-hmm. Because you are the reason that Xbox is here today. Dirt gave you them facts, and that's true. Right. Xbox was on its way out the door. If it wasn't for us to believe in the greatness that Xbox could be, to give Phil Spencer, to give Xbox one more chance. And let's don't take it lightly. We done spent 20 years giving them a chance. 20 years of your life. Mm-hmm. You don't think Xbox don't know that?
Right.
We don't have that much more time. I've had friends to not make it to see today.
Right.
Rooting for Xbox. We remember the great Xbox addict, that military veteran who changed the game, who was a solid Xbox guy. We needed more people like him. And then when he left, you saw the clowns come out. There wasn't no clowns when Xbox Addict was alive, because Xbox Addict was really doing something. That's Xbox Addict reminded me of real Xbox guys back in our day, Dirt.
Yep.
Xbox Addict, he was before social media. You could see that. He didn't need social media. This was a real Xbox fan, and he knew how to bring out the trueness and the true aspects of Xbox. You don't see that today.
Right.
You see a bunch of propaganda. You see a bunch of gimmicks. And then when you see people in the Xbox community that can stand strong, they're fanboys.
Right.
They're haters. That's because you got too many clowns and jesters and weak people out here now. Because they weak, they want you to be weak, Dirt.
Right.
They want you to sway to their emotions.
Right.
No, don't work like that. Not with real G's, real cats, real fellas, real ladies. They don't sway to emotions. Mm-hmm. They're going to tell you the facts. And that's why I love the Xbox community today. Y'all are you made a stance with Sea of Thieves, and I said it. Y'all didn't let Metacritic destroy your thoughts. Mm-hmm. Look where Metacritic's at today. Nobody talks about them.
Yep.
Because the Xbox community made them look like fools. When you tell us our game sucks, you don't determine that. We do.
Right.
And when y'all believed in that, so they're going to say our game sucks. All right, we buy it. The game is selling today. Mm-hmm. There's not a PlayStation game that's selling like Sea of Thieves. Look, 2 of our games generating more money than their whole catalog today, Dirt. That's what's hilarious. Mm-hmm. You can put Uncharted, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider-Man, GT Sport. You can put all of them in one basket, and they can't get the amount of engagement that Sea of Thieves and Forza Horizon 4 is doing, just them 2.
Right.
Between those 2, there's 44 million players.
Hey, you know what's funny though, bro? Sony sees that, and they know that now. That's why you're hearing about them doing all of these multiplayer games. Listen, man, they're story-driven games. Some of them are pretty good. But at the same time, I think you're seeing them doing different things now, because engagement is what's important now. These story games are absolutely great, and Xbox is going to have some of them also. That's right. But the budget for these games are absolutely ridiculous. And okay, this game sells say something like Last of Us 2 might have sold what 10 million, 11 million. Okay, that's decent, right? But if you really look at the whole picture,
right,
I'm sure that game took about $200 million to make.
Right.
And some like Sea of Thieves games like that came out in 2018, but still have people playing in 2021, spending some money here, some microtransactions there. So, bro, you don't think Sony want that? You don't think Sony sees that?
Dirt, you're saying common sense.
Yeah.
Anybody who's running a business, you don't think you would want that?
Of course.
Okay. We've had one of the greatest rap artists of all time. The dude was unsigned hype back in 91. So we know what this guy was saying was creditable because he was in the Source magazine in 91 as unsigned hype, meaning that he's not signed to a label, but this dude can probably hang or destroy some of the cats in the industry.
And he making some noise.
Who I'm going to say is the legendary dog is DMX, right?
Mm-hmm.
What people don't understand about DMX is this dude sold 5 #1 albums straight out the gate. Mm-hmm. No artist ever done that. No artist ever done that, right? 2 back-to-back 1 year, and then 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Dropped 6 albums. He was the number one rap artist. He was the Michael Jackson of hip hop. Put it like that.
He was the man.
And with all of his albums, people don't understand that this dude, the reason why he was able to make an impact like he did was because he was using old lyrics, because he knew you didn't know about him. So it was easy for him to run through the industry. He was like, I got all this baggage right here. Why I need to write new stuff when my old stuff is better than these new cats? His old stuff was better than the new rats that were out today. So this cat was like, yo, I'm going to come in and eat these cats. And if you're a raccoon, you're just a big cat. You remember how he was? So he came in spitting his old lyrics, and we were going nuts. And at the same time, DMX was like, let's drop another one. Let's drop another one. All he needed was a new beat. All his lyrics were up there from all those years. And he brought it to the table. This is why sometimes when you go back and you listen to some of his old stuff, you're like, yo, wait a minute, that was on his album. That's because the cat was spitting his old lyrics.
Right.
If you can make money off your old stuff, Dirt, why you want to bring out your new stuff yet?
Right. Right.
That's common sense. I'm glad you said that. So that's where the stupidity comes in at. This is why Microsoft has never banned backwards compatibility. You exposed the secret because people still play those games.
Hell yeah, man. Bro, I was playing Splinter Cell Conviction the other day. Love it.
Love it. R-Type. I was on R-Type yesterday.
There you go.
Come on. Yeah. Like, yo, we play these games. We're gamers. The number one reason I see He-Bot in here, Deck in here, Rain G4. Shout outs to these dudes. Power Man 4K.
Up? What up, y'all?
Yo, I used to tell this to He-Bot when I met him on social media, right? And this dude was just vicious, right? He-Bot just go at anybody at the time, right?
Yeah.
So we would have our talk, and I would tell him, hey, look, man, I feel like this. A person can't sell me a PlayStation without lying to me. They have to lie to me some form of fashion in order to get me to buy that console. But why do I not feel that way with Xbox? I don't feel like somebody has to lie to me because the proof is in the pudding. I'm looking at it. Just like you saying, being able to burn them CDs, being able to not have those save cards. Those
right, hard drive, right.
Dude.
Changed the game for me, bro.
There was hardly any load time. Back then.
Yeah, for me.
I was running through Jade Empire, and Jade Empire was long.
Yep.
You know, we was running through Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden was long.
Yeah.
It had its load time, but not severe. You know, we could endure it. But those were long games. And I would sit here and say, you know, if I had to invest in a PlayStation, that means I'm not investing in myself as a gamer. Because that means for every console that I buy, I'm gonna have to just keep buying those consoles in order to keep playing the games.
Right.
Because they're not bringing my investment with me. Now watch this. Who the hell does that in real time? See, this is what 100 and them were talking about a long time ago. If it doesn't make sense somewhere else, it just doesn't make sense, right? Oh, so I play Xbox only. I'm an Xbox fan. Oh, you're stupid. How? If I say I'm a Cowboys fan or Chicago Bull fan, that don't sound stupid to you.
Right.
It only sounds stupid to you because your feelings are hurt.
Exactly.
You're emotional. There's a such thing as being a fan of something. I know cats that won't buy a Ford because they in their heart, oh, I'm a Chevy.
Yep.
Like the Chevy truck is gonna feed them anymore. But we're humans. We like what we like.
We like what we like, bro.
Right. And in gaming has always been about show and prove. So if you're one of these neutral guys, which I can't stand neutral people, right? Right. These neutral clowns. Now, shout outs if you're a true neutral person, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you have no life, grow the hell up. But if you are a true neutral fan and you got a life, salute, 1,000 salutes, because you're playing all these games on all these consoles. You can't be beat. I will sit here and listen to you all day. Right. But for these centaurs, right? These half-bred wanna be, peace talkers, but they're liars. Oh, y'all should just enjoy gaming and buy. First of all, how you gonna tell somebody what to buy?
Right.
How are you going to tell somebody what they're missing out? If they don't like something, they're not missing out on anything.
Exactly.
They're not missing out on nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it comes down to, well, don't speak on something if you don't have it. When has that ever been the case? When we grew up, everybody didn't have a Nintendo. Everybody didn't have a Sega. So just because I don't have a console doesn't mean I can't speak on a game. Because I could walk over to my friend's house, play on his console. They don't understand these things, Dirt. They don't understand these facts. As a matter of fact, you never have to own a console to be a gamer. You can be playing in the arcades till you die. You're a gamer. Never have to own a console. Who told you that?
It's all about social media, man. People can say what they want to say.
That's it.
People say what they want to say. Some people have followings. If they say something, then all of their followers, you see what he said, so.
Dirt, I learned a long time ago, bro. And I'll get a little personal. Pope Art did something one time when we in our community were going through things in this country, the racism and black on black violence, and we got to deal with the systematic injustices, and then you got the bad cops taking us out. Plus, we have our terrorist group. See, I think they take us lightly. Black men in this country, we have a terrorist group. We have the Klan. That's real. That's real to us. May not be real to you, but it's real to us. Coming from somebody who has received 2 letters of the Klan in his lifetime. I'm not an old guy. I've received 2 letters of the Klan. I've had a cop pull his gun out on me for a seatbelt. It's because I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. Had a person shot standing next to me. Growing up in a single household, dealing with abandonment, you know what I mean? Having anger issues. Yo, I don't know where I would have been if it wasn't for some of the older cats taking me down to the arcades and letting me escape for a little bit.
Exactly.
I don't know where I would have been if it wasn't for the Stan Lees creating those Marvel comics for me so I can escape a little bit. I don't know if they understand this about us, fam.
I don't think they do, bro.
Gaming to us was an outlet. Wasn't just a hobby.
Absolutely.
Some of us was an outlet. And this is what I've learned, Dirt. The truth speakers, people who speak truth, and it comes from their heart and they're passionate, 9 times out of 10, they don't have a strong following.
Right.
For the simple fact, they're saying truthful stuff. True people are minuscule, but fake people are many. And I learned this growing up, that birds of the same feather flock together. So you can't get discouraged. The social media community will try to make you feel not important because they want you to stay focused on numbers. And when somebody put a like up, well, dude, I'm not no female. I'm not on Instagram. I don't take selfies. So that's the last thing I'm worrying about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm here because I have a passion, right?
Passion.
I have a passion, for one, because I started this from a passion.
Passion.
It didn't start from the social media. It was back then, you know, talking consoles and stuff. And a lot of cats know from the Nintendo and Sega days. All my Nintendo and Sega guys and girls know what I'm talking about because it was in our culture. You couldn't get away from it.
Of course.
You just couldn't, right? So coming to Xbox, it was the first time I felt that again. For me, dang, you know what I'm saying? This has that feeling. This could be something great. Seeing where Xbox Live community has come from back then to now, it's remarkable.
Crazy.
It's insane. And I've tried to let the viewers know that it's not me and Dirt that's making this community. It's you guys.
Absolutely, man.
You guys are the stars. We're just the faces.
Absolutely, man.
But if it's not y'all, then me and Dirt don't have nothing. It takes that humbleness for you to keep going. When you guys pop up on those screens and what's up? That's I made it. I've already made it because I was trying to get to this point. That's why I was a raw mixer. And everybody that took time to take up time to see that about me knew that's what I was doing. I was over there for the interaction. Yo, come on, let's join. Let's talk Xbox. Because you don't see that on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like Dirt saying, you see all these gimmicks. You see all this propaganda. You see all these commercialized stuff. That's not gaming, man. Look, it's cool. We get news every day. We get news a little bit throughout the week, right? And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with talking about the news. We did today. But the number one aspect in a gaming community is gaming. And when you hear Dirk say, hey, I was playing such and such back compat. Hey, I was playing such and such the other day. That's really the true conversation of gaming.
Yep.
And it's about showing somebody your experience and then saying, hey, check that game out if you get a chance, man. Or give somebody the game. Hey, I figured you might like this game. We have to get back. And this is not on the weight of me and Dirt or anybody else out there that has a YouTube channel, because there's cats in this chat room that has YouTube channels, right?
Yep.
It's not our weight to decide to dictate where you want to be next generation. Look, y'all, if we continue to be stupid after witnessing 7 years of high-level stupidity, that's not showing that we've grown. 7 years of your life has passed. I hope y'all realize this.
Right. 7
years. Are y'all gonna keep acting like you acted in 2013, or are we gonna start acting like we got some sense around here?
Right.
It's coming to the point where we got to start acting like it, y'all. This silly stuff is just getting dumb. Support real tubers. Support your real Xbox guys. This isn't a knock against anybody. You know who's real, you know who's not.
Right.
Just support them. It doesn't matter how tall they are, how low they are. They're there because they feel like there's people who have voices that aren't getting heard. As far as I can remember, what made a true Xbox fan is what they said. It's what they said to build the community up.
Yep.
All this little slick stuff talking about you need to criticize. Yeah, you can criticize, but have some tactfulness, have some approach. Always build your community up. That's what real leaders do. They don't tear the community down. Right. You want Microsoft to hear you? Get on your Xbox and send a message through the feedback system. Sometimes you don't have to go on social media and express your thoughts to everybody because you want somebody to put a like on your thing. Microsoft already got a setup for that. For each and every one of you who don't have a platform. You don't need a platform for Microsoft to see or hear what you got to say. They got a feedback system right there on your Xbox. Use it.
Yep. Hey, bro, you know, the thing is, actually, man, like you just spit facts. And the thing is, a man my age, I believe I'm a little bit older than you. I'm 44. A man my age, I've always had passion for video games, right? Right. Ever since my father had the original Pong.
Oh,
you know, the console itself had the knobs on it.
The knobs. That's
the actual console itself. Then went to Atari. And the thing that people got to realize is that I fell in love with gaming from a very young age.
Right.
From the blockheads on Atari, you know, to Nintendo that my cousins and my friends down the street had, Sega, and it stuck with me over the years. You know, like some of my friends, we all grew up together. They kind of got out of gaming or they became casuals.
Right.
Me, the passion stayed. And the better the games got, the bigger my passion got. You know what I'm saying? To the point where gaming is what I do, man. That's what I do. This isn't no bull with me. And to
not
see,
a gimmick, bro.
It's not a gimmick. I'm a real gamer, and to see other people like me, adults with wives, families, you know, kids, jobs, careers, you know, to still have this passion for gaming, I love to see it, right? And this is what we do. And for my passion for Xbox, I like Xbox, man. I mean, I don't know how else to say it.
Right.
If you have a problem with me liking
you bleed green, fam.
Yeah, hey, bro, that's real talk. That's real talk. See, like Heba said something in the chat. Like, I hate when people say plastic toys. Look, man.
Speak, boy. Come on,
I'm gonna give props to Heba because he said that, but
we talk like that. Yeah.
It ain't toys to me, man. It's what I do, bro. It's a hobby. Like growing up, like the teenage years, what I used to do. Video games, basketball. That's what I used to do every day.
We'll leave it right there for a minute.
Yep. You're right, man. So, bro, this is our passion, man. How you gonna tell me, yeah, well, your passion is a plastic toy? Listen, bro. Whatever. I like what I like. You know what I'm saying? You like what you like. If you do whatever you do, as long as you ain't hurt nobody, you do what you do, bro. If you like to paint pictures, do what you do. That's your passion. That's your passion. You like to make music, whatever you do, that's your passion. Enjoy it. Because, you know, this is my life, right? You don't tell me what I should like and what I shouldn't like, right? If your passion is to work on cars, I know guys, they love to work on cars, man. I know guys will go find a raggedy ass car, buy it just to work on it. That's their passion. People say video game, bruh. It's millions of people with the same passion as us.
They tell them themselves.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad you said that, because I've said this so many times. I used to not say it. I would hear it. It would irk me, man. That comment really irks me, man. It's like I want to take somebody into the bathroom when we was in high school and put them up in them stalls. You know what I'm saying? When you want that lunch money. Right. Because that right there shows true gamer. A true gamer, you don't really care about this culture. When you refer to a console plastic, which I never would do. Never. That's never came out of my, that's
Me
not
either.
even in my vocabulary, okay?
Me
First
either.
of all. Because you disregard what it takes to make a console. The same people that call it plastic have never made a console in their life. Have you ever changed out a motherboard? I have. Have you ever rewired something? I have. Have you ever done it 300 feet in the air? I have. Have you ever worked on a $1 billion entity? I have. I have. So when you get in there and you realize, yo, you can get electrocuted. When you get in there and you open up a schematic book and you're tracing down faults, you have a little bit more respect. But that's on a bigger scale. If you're a gamer, you're dead on a little scale. How can you call a console some plastic when it has a motherboard? when it has resistors and capacitors.
Right.
It has voltages. I don't know anybody that knows that stuff gets hot.
Right.
And it's not made out of plastic. Like, when you open your mouth and say something like that, you're not smart, bro. You think you're saying something cute because you're a cute clown. We get that.
Right.
But it shows your stupidity or lack of intelligence, which makes you sound ignorant. And it doesn't make you sound like a gamer when you use the word plastic. And I've seen some gaming media journalists use that word too. And that's the thing. If I was watching Destin the other day, and shout outs to Destin.
I like his channel.
This dude now can finally talk.
I like his channel.
You saw it in Destin, man. You saw it when he was over there in IGN.
Yep.
You can tell he wanted to say something,
Yeah.
but he just couldn't. Now he's saying that stuff. And I like when he says, I've listened. I hear it out here in these streets. Xbox has no games. Listen, y'all. They all do. Like I've been saying on Twitter, they're all going to fail you this gen. Did I not say that, Dirt? And I put it in bold, all caps. I said they're all going to fail you. And if you think I'm lying, put all the weight and pressure on me. I, the new legal, going to say it right now. And this was way before the generation got started because I knew, I had read. I'm a student of the game. Like you said, we're passionate. I saw what was coming. And I saw how Microsoft dotted their I's and crossed their T's. I saw it. And I said, you know what's going to happen? Is that they're going to try to figure out a way to make Xbox look bad this generation. And they won't be able to.
They won't be able to, bro.
They're not going to be able to. This is why you don't hear about them. This is why you don't see them. Because they know in their hearts. They don't tell you. They look at all of our comments, bro. They see all of us. Don't even think that they don't see.
Let me say this.
I've been blocked by high YouTubers. And listen, never went to their channel. Never went to their channel. But it's because of some of the truths I've said. They don't ever want me to bring that. They don't ever want to fall into that. Yo, I've had John Lennon on my page. He blocked me now. But if you notice, I'm not an attacker. So what did John Lennon block me for? Because I wasn't no punk. He likes to punk people. He likes to pull the Howard the Duck card on people. And then come in thinking because he works for Digital Foundry that him working at Digital Foundry is the difference between you being a gamer. That's nothing I don't care where you work at, bro. That has nothing to do with me gaming all my life. I don't even know you. So what do I care about what you got to bring to the table when you're not educating people? That's what I told him. I said, yo, if anything, why are you here on my tweet? Why are you here on my post? I'm a nobody. I'm just a little simple little gamer, but I got you here trying to explain yourself to me.
Right.
You're the one doing it to yourself, dude. I ain't doing this to you. You're doing it because you, for some reason, you feel like you have to defend something. Why are you defending Sony so hard? Are they paying you? That's what I told him. I said, but you're the one that came out here, you wanted to talk about the illumination, right? When it was the time when he tried to make up the car scenario. One car, he says one is like you get in the car and you can only drive left when you turn and go reverse. It was some stupid analogy. Then he said the other one can go anywhere. But he didn't want to explain what the other one was. So I basically took that, and all I said, Dirt, was that the other one is that real-time hardware ray tracing that he doesn't want to say that's only going to be on the Xbox console. He didn't want to say that. He comes up on my thing. You know what he attacked me for? Using his words for a console war. You know what I told John Lennon? Let me look back at what I posted. I don't think I ever said anything in that title that had an Xbox or PlayStation in that title. Yeah. So let's talk about it. So he went all day trying to break me, fam. And I saw his momentum with his fans, with his blinded followers, because see, that's what they do. When they feel they can't break you, they want you to start feeling belittled because, look, I get all these people putting likes to me, what I'm saying about you. But I kept saying, But what you saying about me ain't gonna change the fact of what I posted. So let's go back and see what I posted. I kept telling him that. Read what I'm saying. He kept diverting, kept diverting, kept diverting. So it finally took somebody who had a little bit of pull too with their people and say, yo, listen, at the bottom line, I read everything Legal said. He ain't say nothing about no console war. You know that dude that apologized to me, bro? I got an apology from John Linneman.
Wow.
An apology. Now, if you think that would happen to me, I was thinking about all these other gamers he done that to. You don't see Aaron Greenberg acting like that. You don't see Phil Spencer acting like that.
Right.
You don't see people in leadership roles in gaming coming down to the streets and trying to belittle gamers. Does he not understand that we hold the power? We're the ones that buy these games.
Right.
That keep the lights turned on for these corporations. So it's respect both ways. And don't think that just because you're a gamer and you're in these streets and you're not popular or something, that you don't have a voice, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
And stand for what you know. Don't let nobody come in on your Twitter feed that you created.
Right.
Look here. If you have one place, you have your place.
Absolutely, bro. Hey, man, you said something.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I'm trying to remember what you said. Because I want to go back a little bit.
Go back.
I'm trying to remember exactly what I was about to say. Because you said something about PlayStation. I forgot what you about to say. I forgot what you said. Because it was at the tip of my tongue, I kind of forgot it. You said, oh no, Digital Foundry. I'm sorry, there it is.
Good.
Digital Foundry was the ones that really started the console war, bro. Back in 2013, nobody could tell the difference between 720p, 900p, and 1080p. We couldn't tell.
And we didn't care about that.
We didn't care. Nobody
Remember when
cared.
we used to have those slow parts in the game? All we did was talk about it. When we go out, we like, all right, get ready for the slow part.
Yeah. We didn't care about that, man.
Didn't care.
Right? We didn't care about that. So technically, they started the console war with these analysis videos. Oh, the PS4 is running at 1080p. The Xbox One is running at 900p.
Facts.
And fanboys ran with it.
There you go.
They absolutely ran with it. They started the console war, if you want to be honest.
For 7 years.
But back to what you were saying for a sec. Okay, this is the part I really want to talk about. When you said they can't make Xbox seem bad. Bro, what are some of the things that during the Xbox One generation was issues? At the beginning, power. Right? The power. PS4 is more powerful. Now, bro, like I said, when I tell you I was in this community that we're currently in, I didn't have a channel yet, but I was in these YouTube comment sections. I was on Twitter. It was about power with the PS4. Xbox had way more games at the beginning of the Xbox One generation. They did. They had more games for the first 3 years. They did. So it was about power. Now, so that was one issue. And the next thing, later in the generation, it was about games. Xbox has no games, right? They have no games. Now, let's move on to this generation, right? So power, yeah. Xbox with the tools, right? The tools, right? Don't worry, Xbox.
Take your time.
Xbox Series X is going to be fine, right? Now we have the games. Now they say, hold on, games. Oh, Xbox doesn't have any studios, right? What? Oh, they have tons of studios now. So what you're saying is so right, man, because what are they going to be able to say? They can still say, oh, well, Xbox didn't have that many launch titles, right? Okay. It's 6 months into the generation, bro. This is going to be a long generation.
But only one console has made a true next-gen game, Xbox. Let's keep going.
Right, like next-gen only, right?
The medium was next-gen only. First one to make it and put it out was Xbox. The medium.
What do you say Demon Souls, right?
Demon Souls is remastered.
Right. You did. You're right.
Look, Demon Souls been out. Ratchet and Clank been out. Yeah. Returnal is going to be their first one, but I don't even know if Returnal is Returnal across gen?
No. It's a PS5 only.
So Returnal will be their very first PlayStation 5 solid game.
Yeah. So
okay. What new IP is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
First true next right. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we want to keep it here, man, what you're saying is absolutely right. I don't think they're going to try to bash it. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's all about clickbait, right? It's all about who's the most popular console. Because I'll be honest, during the 360 generation in North America, obviously where we live at, Xbox was killing it. And if I go back to those times, even though social media wasn't really that big of a thing back then, I still remember the articles on websites. And Xbox 360 was more of the darling in North America for a while. Mm-hmm. That changed with the PS4, but you must realize what I'm going to tell you what you're going to see this generation. When those avalanche games start coming for Xbox, and the consumer started to lean towards Xbox a little bit more, which you will see, because as much as people getting tired of talking about Game Pass is a real thing. And I'm going to tell you right now, man, the casual, bro, my homies are casuals. All they play is COD, 2K, and Madden, bro.
You're right.
Bro, they know they have Game Pass.
Right.
And my boy called me and said, hey, man, I swear the other day he called me, hey, man, they got a baseball game in here? Because he don't know nothing about the show, right?
Right.
He said, oh, they got a baseball game in here now. I said, yeah, bro. Download it. It's dope. So when that word of mouth, because like Game Pass is already at what? Probably, what's that, 22, 23 million? When that word of mouth continues to spread about Xbox Game Pass, then you start to see consoles like the Xbox Series S for Black Friday for what?
150.
150. So, man, let me tell you something, bro.
It's over.
Bro, people don't realize what Xbox is doing, man. This is not a sprint, man. This is a marathon.
No real business is a sprint.
Never.
Now you're speaking facts. See what I'm saying? You can laugh at this because the stupid or the ignorant believe that it's right off the top, the quick money, the quick grab. Yep. That's never been the success model of any real business. Absolutely. Every real business is about gradual progression, and it's it goes like this: from 1 year to a 5 year to a 10 year to a 10 year. So it's like your first 5 years is make it or break it. Then your next 5 years is about getting the flow of things. Yep. Then when you hit that 10th year, that you're looking for another 10. This is exactly why Microsoft has a 10-year plan with Xbox, because now Game Pass started in 2017, fam.
Yep.
And it already 23 million within 3 years. They figured it out. Now they're like, now that we got the figure out, here's our bag. We're going 10 years now with our plan. Because see, remember, Xbox One was a cloud-based beta tester. It almost failed. But watch this. What people don't understand is if Xbox failed as a console, it would have came back in the form of a cloud. Yep. And people don't believe this. This is why Stadia came out in the form of a cloud. What did Microsoft always say, Dirt? PlayStation Sony ain't our competition. Nintendo ain't our competition. It's Google and Amazon. Right. Why? Because cloud is the future.
They got cloud. Yep.
Right.
They got
That's all it is.
Yep.
And because Xbox was able to thrive, look what they did, fam. They took Mr. Cloud and Mr. Xbox and did this. Xbox and Azure are one. Xbox was put into Azure. It's in there. And it's all in the data systems. They think we're playing, Dirt. They think we're lying. But when I tell y'all that when they want to push the envelope, what y'all are going to see in Flight Simulator, y'all think I'm playing, but Flight Simulator is going to shut your mouths up. When you see that world is our Earth, and I drop somewhere and I hit up Dirt, yo, I'm over here, man. Oh, I'm over here in Cancun. Come over here. You thought Forza Horizon 4 was fun when we met up. We're going to be meeting up in Dubai, South Africa, Brazil.
Hey, bro, did you see when that tanker, I'm sorry, that big was that huge ship was it about a month ago? Was stuck somewhere. I forgot where it was stuck.
Right,
but,
the Suez Canal, Panama.
Yeah. Now you saw on Flight Simulator.
Right.
That ship was there.
Right. It would have been there.
It was there on Flight Simulator where it was stuck.
Still
on the game, because I saw somebody put it on Twitter that it was stuck on Flight Simulator.
Dude, you big ass hurricane? I don't know if it was one of the hurricanes. And you remember they took a picture, they were on Flight Simulator.
Yeah, man.
Dude, they think, Dirt, that's GPU power.
Right. That's cloud, bro.
This is cloud, bro. This is Azure cloud. They don't understand that Azure has virtual GPUs, it's already a CPU, it's already a software, it already has its own intelligent thing. So it has functions of a CPU, but it actually can create GPU power. It can also be a mechanism. Okay, Dirt's a game developer, and he's already has 100,000. He wants to make this open world, adventurous, Fable type game, right? So he wants it to be in Denmark somewhere, or something like that. It gives it that little enchanted forest type look, right? And you come up with a theory. Well, you know what? For this game, roughly, I would say 100,000 to 300,000 trees for this wilderness, right? And then you come to Microsoft, and Microsoft's like, hey, what if we let you play around with the Azure, and you can get 2 million trees in that forest? And you're like, what? Yeah, you can make it dense as you want. You can put little plants. You can put, and guess what? When they, you know what, bro? You remember Fable Legends?
Yeah.
Did you ever get a chance to play the demo?
Yeah, I did.
Do you remember when you ran through the foliage? You touched it. It actually moved.
I remember that part now.
You never went around.
I didn't play it long. Okay. Yeah.
I had made a video about it. Where you walk around and the leaves and everything were interacting when you hit them. Like it wasn't like a normal gaming experience when you walk through grass. It moved. Almost like Sea of Thieves. When you Sea of Thieves, when you're watching your friend run, it actually moves. Yeah. But it was a little bit more on another level than that. You was like, dude, the vegetation and stuff is moving like when you would actually hit a branch or something.
Right.
That was the test. They're going to be shocked when they see Hellblade 2. They're going to be shocked, and you're hearing it from the new legal. Halo ain't going to be no animated game, bro.
Right.
Halo's going to be real. When you see, man, we saw the commercial. People keep thinking that's commercial CGI. Dog, no, bro. That was real-time, that was hardware real-time ray tracing that you saw. That's a video game animation with real-time effects. They don't understand real-time effects. They don't understand next generation. They don't understand power your dreams. See, this is dreams. This is what we wanted video games to be. But now we're making it come true. They don't even understand the slogan. Microsoft said, power your dreams. You're about to see Master Chief, bro, when he hits dirt. That dirt's going to be, you're going to be like, what in the world?
Right.
Now they thought I was playing, didn't that dirt? They thought I was playing with that.
Right.
Then comes the leaks. And you see the Spartans. And all I can do is say, do I need to put up the names? Or are you going to go ahead and shut up now?
Right.
Because I got the receipts for everybody that thought I was lying who came up on my poll talking about those are CGI trailers. I get that you're mad. I get that you're hurt. I get that you want your console to be like that. But it ain't. I told you it's a half breed. Your GPU is the only thing that's next gen, and it's not created to run real-time effects. It's not meant for that. It's meant for storage. Storage has always been a downfall for Sony. And now look at your SSD. Where's your expansion storage at? Nowhere to be found.
Right.
Nowhere to be found. Sony's PlayStation console has always had a paper trail with storage. Storage has always been the issue with them. Yup. The virtual RAM and doubles the T-flops. Vodka, they think you're playing. They think you're lying. Don't speak no more on that. They think that's a myth. Wait till you see those. When they think that this console was only 13 teraflops, Dirt, they got virtual teraflops, people. Virtual teraflops. The creator sold you this thing and hold 25 teraflops. One is hardware, the other is virtual. Y'all keep playing. It's about to get beautiful in a few. And y'all think that, I know y'all want it to happen sooner because it's killing y'all. But just remember this. Rome wasn't built in 3 days, people.
Nope. Sure wasn't, brother. Things take time.
Take time.
Yep.
And we're going to reap it. All the true Xbox fans, you're going to reap it.
Yep.
And I hope that you guys out here understand what Dirt was talking about in the beginning when he was talking about being passionate, because he's so right about us, man. You defined a whole lot of us, man, when you said that, because we all could relate to what you was talking about. And they don't get that, man, that this gaming stuff, man. I used to run, sneak down to the laundromat to play video games. That's how real it was.
Oh, man. Bro. Yeah.
You know, and when y'all think running down the street, I'm talking about, man, that was dangerous times. You didn't just run down the street in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
But I was running to get to that laundromat to play that game and run back home.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. Like I told my age already, I'm 44. So a guy born in the 70s but grew up in the 80s. Now we talking about a guy from Detroit, Michigan, grew up in the 80s in the crack epidemic. Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all young cats have no idea how crack literally destroyed communities. Right? It was bad. It was bad.
We were kids in that. We were
kids in it, man. Bro, the stuff that I would see just walking home from school, some stuff, stuff that you would see. It was crazy, man. My own family like that. The other half of your family, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unfortunately, all of them dead now, right? But gaming is something that just the passion for gaming, man. I absolutely loved gaming. I remember walking home from school, passing all of this foolishness in the streets. Can't wait to go home to play Shinobi. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
can't wait to go home to play Thunderblade or that Rocky boxing game. Bro,
I got something for you, fam. I got something for you, fam, just because you said that.
Bro.
I'm
Thunderblade.
Right there in plastic.
Bro.
In plastic. Not even been open, fam.
Oh my God.
They think we playing out here.
Fire.
I told you, we ain't YouTubers. We're just gamers that just so happen to be on YouTube.
Right. Wow. And I'm seeing like people say their name. I'm sorry, the age in the chat, like Teknoblast said he 45, Rangy 4. Bro, that's amazing to me to see people my age in the same generation that had the same passion for gaming that I do. Bro, it's amazing because when we was kids, gaming was for kids, right? Gaming for kids.
Oh, man, I got a tornado, bro.
Oh, do you?
We ain't stopping Di-RRec gaming. You know what? Tornadoes, hurricanes.
Well, be careful, bro.
Keep going.
No, like I was saying, seeing people my age, a little older, a little bit younger, the passion, man, I absolutely love it because when I was a kid, Nintendo and Sega gaming was for kids, right? It was for kids and teenagers. But eventually, we got older, but we continued to game, right? We continued to game, and the games got better. So why the hell will I stop gaming now? It's amazing stuff, man.
Look, man. The reason why we are like we are, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we were coming up, like you said, even in the epidemic and all of that stuff. Yo, listen, man. When gang violence, when police you think police violence was whack now? It was crazy in the late 80s, man.
It says, hey, the only difference is says people recording it now.
That's right. That's right.
People got phones.
The drug dealers, the pimps. Pimping was coming down a little bit, but the dealing was going up.
Oh my God, bro.
the dealing was going up.
I got approached.
Facts.
Approached to sell dope. I was like, nah, I'm good, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm a little kid, bro. I'm a little kid.
Right. Because here's the truth about being a little kid. They could use you as a runner.
Absolutely.
Because what people don't understand is, yeah, it was dangerous, but the gangsters then had code. There wasn't no shooting wives and kids coming up in that day. They settled things out as men. And there wasn't no, it didn't get the drive-bys until the gangs got up. And then it became a West Coast thing. But before that happened, it would be just a situation. You had a problem with that dude, y'all aired it out.
Yep.
You know, it wasn't no, you know, taking out families and all that. It was more professional, or yo, that's wife. He's with his wife and kids. Don't bother. We get him when he's alone, or something like that. They handled things. They were wrong, but they handled things. It was some codes that they went by, right? So if you was a little kid, they would just use you as a runner. Nobody touched the little kid.
That's it, man.
That's why when and I know I'm getting off, but this is real. That's why when they did that to Porter's brother, when they abducted him, and when his mother's boyfriend did that, you know, killed his little brother and sent him back his finger. The people in New York, man, that was a little bit too far. They're like, yo, wait a minute, bro, that was a little kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't like normal. Like, you didn't do stuff like that. We understood that they're gangsters. We understood they're making money and all that. But that little boy didn't have to be done like that.
Right.
You know, there was still code. Now there's no code. You see it, man. There's a lot of evilness in this world now. It went to another level. And a lot of us, like he said back in our day, gaming was our way of getting away from it.
It was a way out, bro.
Reading a comic book, way out. Catching a good movie was a way out. And so we hold on to some of these things because, like he said, we remember those that have fallen that didn't make it. You know, our expectancy was 25. So and I'm going to keep it real, for Dirt to be 44 and he's talking to me, automatically tells me he wasn't the dumb dude. Because the foolish brothers, they ain't here today. So he had to have a little intellect to make it to where he's at. Just a little intellect.
Yeah, man. And I had a great support system. You know, my moms, my pops was there. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, I don't think people realize what gaming meant to me, man. Like, I mean, I know a lot of us, I could hear the passion in your voice, people in the chat, because you wouldn't be here if you wasn't passionate about gaming. But gaming meant a lot in my childhood, bro. And it's always kind of been there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound cheesy or corny, but gaming always been there.
Right.
When I had a breakup with a chick, you know, when I was in high school.
That's right.
Damn, that bro get on my damn nerves. I'm about to go home and play. You know what I'm saying? So NBA Live.
Remedy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And even for that temporary moment, I was pissed off, but that temporary moment playing that game took my mind off of that crap.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize that, man. You know,
they don't realize that. And to where gaming is today, we would have never thought that we can sit on a computer, split screen, and talk gaming.
Yep.
They think that this is a YouTube thing. They think this is a social media thing. But this is what we did. This is just a form of a situation saying space doesn't space us. We got technology where now space don't space you. You can meet up. You can do what y'all used to do. No matter where you live now, you can make it happen. Yeah. And this is what's the beautiful thing about what's happening right here. This is just to give y'all a reflection. This is just to show you that we represent Xbox in its community. This is just this show hasn't been toxic. This hasn't been no fanboy stuff. Stop it. Stop the nonsense. Whatever you heard about me, you don't know me.
Right.
How can you hate somebody on social media? How do you hate them? I can't stand them. Look, man, you should never approach social media like it's real. The moment you start doing that it's not that person's fault. Does he want to post dumb stuff? He can do that on his post. Who's telling you to look at it? Who's telling you to pay any attention?
Right.
That's what I'm saying to you guys. Stop paying attention to them. The reason they're doing what they're doing is because in real life, they're not getting attention. They are coming to y'all to give them attention.
Wow.
See, it's almost like a free, what they call that now, where the females get paid, fan fund or
OnlyFans.
Come on, fam. Grown in men, bro, on Twitter, acting like they got a what is it?
OnlyFans.
Yeah. Y'all can't even speak for yourselves because when you say something, you're waiting for likes. Come on, man, just be yourself. I mean, I'm not justified off of how many followers I have on social media. That don't justify me, man. Does that mean because I got followers, I'm more realer than Dirt?
No.
How? How do you evaluate that? Dirt's more realer than future generations because he has a YouTube channel. It don't. That's when you start losing all sense of reality. Reality is this. You say something that is popular to a certain group of people who so happen to follow you, right? That's it. You're not special. You're not doing anything. But if we're gamers, and if we're really talking about gaming, you will be showcasing that. You wouldn't just be yapping your mouth because you can't just yap your mouth and don't show gaming. And if you are a casual, and yet you think you're validated by your YouTube channel, well, let me tell you something. You're not. Pure essence of a gamer is the passion that they have for gaming and that they put the work in for the passion that they have. That's it. If all I ever had was this game right here, if this was the only game I had, right? In our day, Dirt, we would play it 100 times. And you want to know what we will be proving when we get to that 100 time? How we can beat that game without dying.
Right.
That's what we did. We didn't come from rich families. So you might have had 2 or 3 games at one point in time where you get to just play that game. But you would get so good at it that you'd be like, man, look, you jump here, you got to go here. It won't hit you. Stay right there. It'll jump over you. We learned all the little tricks to a game.
Yeah, that's all we had, bro. Like, unless we borrow one from my friend, I'll borrow his and he'll borrow my my game.
What we
that's
did.
about it. Yep,
now watch this. I'm so glad he said that. When you said you would go borrow a game from a friend and he would borrow from you, that's Game Pass today.
There you go.
That's
there you go.
Today.
There you go, bro.
Plain cable, it was the originator. We have to go back to the 1982, 83 when Play Cable came out, and it would put out about 12 to 13 games for $25 a month or something. You play like 12 to 25. I remember when it got up to like 25 games for $30 before it died. You know, I ain't paying $30 for that. You know what I'm saying? Because Nintendo them blew up now and everything.
Right.
But they think that Microsoft is like an originator of this. No, Microsoft is taking all the good ideas that failed in the past, seizing on the moments today. Even Sega had their channel. Sega channel. All these ideas came from Play Cable. They just came out in the wrong time. Now you got Game Pass.
Yep.
And it can't be stopped. It can't be stopped, Dirt. And look, no matter what any console brand does, they won't get rid of Game Pass now. Do you know the only thing they can do is join it? If anything, PlayStation fans out there, this will make you mad. Worst come to worst, I'm playing your games on my Xbox console. I'm playing. Look, that's the worst come to worst. Because I won't have to buy your console. I'm going to let you know that right now. I won't have to buy your console. This is Azure power, baby. I go wherever we want to go. We can go wherever we want to go. You can't do that. You can't do that. And it's like Phil Spencer said, Dirt's channel might have froze on him. But can you hear me, Dirt? No, he can't hear me. I hope it ain't that tornado. Yo, I got a tornado, y'all. This is crazy. But it's I don't know what happened to it. Yep, it kicked him out. It kicked him out. I hope he's all right. I don't know if he got bad weather or anything, but I do. It could be a result of that. But yeah, man. Right. Facts. Sega Channel, all of that good stuff. Exactly. Right. The reason Game Pass is succeeding now is because Netflix was able to succeed and make things possible. With Azure, Microsoft was able to seize the moment with these video games. They figured out a way to make the service work and also help the gaming industry. So, like Phil Spencer was saying, back to what I was saying before, Dirt's screen froze up, and I'll be getting up out of here. I don't want to hold y'all up. But remember when Phil Spencer said that it's cool what Nintendo and Sony is doing, but we're not going in that direction because that's kind of played out. They're outdated, is what he said. Outdated. We're looking at cloud. And look, they can say whatever they want to say. They can say they want to get into cloud and stuff too. But here's the key word he said. But unless you're willing to invest billions into this, like we did, we feel very comfortable about our approach moving cloud forward. Yo, check this out. This has been the new legal. My man Dirt Giggity, he's not here, but I got him. Yo, go check out his channel. We Bleed Green. Yo, go check out my man Teknoblast channel, Teknoblast. Shouts to all the people in the chat room that came out tonight. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you like what I'm about, please subscribe to the channel. Make yourself at home. Yo, I'm about bringing the originality, the good feel about being an Xbox gamer. Got to keep the spirit up. There's nothing wrong with being an Xbox gamer. There's nothing wrong with supporting it. There's nothing wrong with being proud about it. And if you are one, great things are coming in the future for you. You will not be let down. You hearing it from Legal's own mouth. Thanks to everybody, like I say, that's always been supporting me from the ground up, all the way through the clutch wins, all the way through the Twitter, all the way through the Mixer, all the way up until now on StreamYard. I just want to say it's been one fabulous journey, and I can't enjoy it as much without y'all. So I'm gonna get it out of here. Jeremy Merchant in the building, all the way from Australia. We appreciate you every single time you pop up on here. Future generations, man, don't work too hard. Thank you, sir, for coming out here. To all the people out there around the world, this has been Di-RRec Gaming, the new legal Dirt Giggity. We signing off. We out of here. Everybody be safe. Remember, keep it gaming. Chase that one up in life. And yo, this has been Di-RRec Gaming. We out of here.